students, this is Dr. Ruchi Tripathi, Professor IMS Noida, your facilitator. Today we'll talk about group decision making. As we all know that decision making is an act of choice wherein an individual or a group selects a particular course of action from the available alternatives in a given situation. The basic characteristics of a group decision making process can include, we can say that it is a human process involving to a great extent the application of intellectual abilities. It is a process of choosing a best course of action from among the alternatives available, and decision making in business is always related to certain objectives. It is an end process preceded by deliberation and reasoning. It is always related to a situation. A manager may take one decision in a particular set of circumstances and another in different set of circumstances. And also it involves some commitment, maybe even for a short period. So decision making is at the core of managerial planning, which involves establishing goals, defining tasks, searching for alternatives and choice of the best alternative. In any organization, decision making may be carried out by both individuals and groups. So in modern organizations facing environmental uncertainties, group decision making has become almost indispensable. So there are certain situations, right? We make the analysis of the situation for individual and group decision. Like we talk about the nature of the problem. We also talk about the acceptance of the decision, quality of the decision, climate of the decision, and time availability. There are certain group decision making techniques, or rather I should say group decision taking techniques. Although there are many techniques, some which we have discussed are interacting groups. So this is the most common form of group decision making that takes place in the interacting groups. Now in these groups, members meet face to face and rely on both verbal and non-verbal interaction to communicate with each other. But interacting groups often censor themselves and pressure individual members towards conformity of the opinion. A brainstorming, nominal group technique, electronic meetings have been proposed as the ways to reduce many of the problems inherent in traditional interactive group. Another technique is brainstorming. Brainstorming is meant to overcome pressures for the conformity in interacting groups that retard the development of the organization, or that also retards the development of creating the alternative. It does this by utilizing an idea generation process that especially encourages any and all alternatives while withholding any criticism of those alternatives. So in a typical brainstorming session, a half dozen to a dozen of employees sit together around the table. The group leader states the problem in a clear manner so that it is understood by all participants. Members then freewheel as many alternatives as they can in a given length of time. No criticism is allowed, and all the alternatives are recorded for later discussion and analysis. That one idea stimulates other, and that judgment of even the most bizarre suggestions are withheld until later encourage group members to think the unusual. So it is said that we can say that the most stupid ideas are also always welcome. So, and there are certain basic rules of brainstorming, like no criticism is allowed, freewheeling is always welcome, quantity is desirable, and combination and improvements are sought from the members. So another decision making technique is nominal group technique. Uh, this technique restricts discussions or interpersonal communication during the decision making process, hence it is known as nominal. The group members are all physically present as in a traditional committee meeting, but members operate independently. Specifically, a problem is presented and then following steps are taken. One, like members meet as a group, but before any discussion takes place, each member independently writes down his or her ideas on the problem. Then, after a silent period, each member presents one idea to a group. Each member takes his or her turn presenting a single idea until all ideas have been presented and recorded. No discussion takes place until all ideas have been recorded. The group now discusses the idea for clarity and evaluates them. Each group member silently and independently rank orders the ideas. The idea with the highest aggregate ranking determines the final decision during the problem resolution. So the best advantage of this nominal group technique is that it permits the group to meet formally but does not restrict independent thinking as does the interacting group. Now another technique is electronic meeting. It is the most recent approach to group decision making blends the nominal group technique with sophisticated computer technology. It is also called the computer assisted group or electronic meeting. Then we have Delphi technique, and this technique is a modification of brainstorming technique except that it involves obtaining the opinions of experts physically separated from each other and unknown to each other. Generally, the type of problems handled by this technique is not specific in nature or related to a particular situation of a given time. The process is more involved in predicting and assessing the impact on a society of future events in a given area. Like the Delphi technique may be used to understand the problems that could be created in the event of like war or after and its after effects. Recent the burning example, we can take the case of coronavirus. So the one of the very good techniques to find out, to predict and talk about the problem, the technique which can be used is a Delphi technique. So students, now this was about the techniques that are involved. Now there are certain advantages of decision making. I'm talking about the group decision making. Like there's a pool of knowledge and information. There's satisfaction and communication. There is also a personnel development. More risk taking is involved. Like every decision involves some kind of risk because of decision affects future events, and one can never be sure whether a particular decision varies in terms of risk taking aptitudes or capabilities. Risk taking increases when these individuals are pooled in a group. Thus, the risk taking tends to be higher in group decision making. There are different perspectives. Individuals with varied experience and interest help the group to see decisions, situations, and problems from different angles. Now, every coin has two sides, one positive and one negative. Similarly, we have if we have the advantages of something, we also have disadvantages. So we also have the disadvantage of group decision making. Like it is a time consuming and costly process. Individual domination is there. Now, nobody is ready to take the responsibility and accountability, whereas we all know that responsibility, authority, and accountability, they go hand in hand. Groupthink is another disadvantage. Groupthink is a type of thinking that occurs when reaching an agreement becomes more important to group members than arriving at the sound decision. A groupthink is more likely to happen in cohesive groups because there is a pressure for conformity to group norms and members avoid being too harsh in their judgments to fellow members. They try to avoid bickering and conflict, which they perceive as a threat to a team spirit. A goal displacement is another big disadvantage. Sometimes secondary considerations such as winning an argument, making a point, or getting back on a rival displays. The primary task of making a sound decision or problem solving is forgotten. There are other issues also in group decision making, like group polarization. We all know that polarization can profoundly affect the group decision making. Then we have groupthink, as we have already discussed. Then we have participation problem, group solving problems, group problem solving, in fact. So this was all about the topic group decision making, and thank you so much, students, and hope to see you in another lecture. Thank you so much.